All right, talk about kind of what you're trying to get out of these camps, what you're trying to, I guess, really hit on with these kids.
Well, we're trying to teach a lot of fundamental stuff, but we're trying to have fun. Obviously, the heat plays a factor. So we're just trying to, have the kids have as much fun, but incorporating dribbling and shooting contests and things like that. But it's only for a couple hours each morning, and as I said, we're just trying to generate some excitement here at Macon.
How do you kind of keep these games fun? Because like you said, it's kind of warm in here. You have a lot of drills, a lot of standing around. I guess how do you try and keep these fun for the kids?
Well, a lot of these kids know each other, and they're pretty competitive already. So a lot of times they go against each other or their brothers, and so as coaches, we get a kick out of just watching them usually because they're so competitive. And as a coach, I like seeing that because it's already started at a younger age, and hopefully when they get up to high school level, where I'm at right now coaching, that'll only carry over.
Talk about really the Macon program as well. I know they didn't have much success last year, but talk about how you're trying to move them forward and kind of make them take the next step.
Well, I tell you, I've been really, really impressed with our high school guys. I think people are going to be amazed when we start basketball season this year, as far as there's a lot of talent there, and we're not going to dwell on the past. We've talked about that as a team. We're going to concentrate on the future. I told those guys that I'm really excited about what our season will bring to us. I think we're fairly young at the high school level, but that's what's exciting about our future is we've got some guys that are very talented, and I think we're going to surprise some people come November, December, whenever we get into basketball season.
How important is it for you as the varsity head coach to kind of implement what you do at the JV level and the middle school level so that when they come up, there's not as much of a transition? I guess how important is it to, I guess, kind of spread your system all the way down to the middle school players?
That's the thing that's going to be fairly new to me is getting that. But I've reached out already to our middle school coaches. Obviously, Coach Keeney helps me out at the high school level. He'd be running our JV program. So we're just trying to implement the same type of man-to-man defense, fundamental drills, and things like that. But what I'm also looking to do, hopefully this winter, I guess you could say, is I'd like to incorporate some 5th and 6th grade organization basketball. That's going to be one of my main priorities this year is, again, getting our youth involved more. And so whenever they get to the high school level, when I actually do get to work with them, they'll be more prepared.
I guess talking about, I know you've only had a couple meetings with the players, but who has really stood out to you? Who are you going to be looking to really have a leadership role in this team this year?
Well, you always look at your upperclassmen. I think that's important. They've kind of been through it a little bit, but the one thing is we had 2 or 3 freshmen last year that got some key varsity experience at the high school level. So really, we've got a lot of experience back as far as the Clarence Cannon Conference is concerned. So I'm hoping that just guiding the ship, I guess you can say, can give our guys some new ideas and let them understand that they are good ball players and we're going to have some success.
When you have some experience coming back like that, how big of a difference does that make in conference play? Whereas they already have kind of a year under their belt, what kind of a big difference is that?
Oh, I think it makes a big difference. I mean, obviously. Because it's going to be new to me. I'm going to ask a lot of those guys, hey, what's it like when we go to Louisiana? What's it like when we play, Brookfield, those type of things. But more importantly, I'm excited about the Friday night lights. They talk about that with football a lot of times, but I'm excited from a basketball standpoint too because, as I tell people, it's always 70 degrees in the gym. So when it's cold outside, hopefully we'll come out and watch the Macon Tigers because I think they'll be fun to watch.
What's the support been like from the community so far? Because this is new to you. What has the response been like from them, I guess?
Well, it's been great. We've got some. We've had camp in June, and now we're having camp in July, and kids are having fun. We're passing out T-shirts. We want to see them wearing their T-shirts around town. Our administration's been great to me so far because, again, this is a learning curve to me getting back into the public school. So. As I said, another one that's been real key for me so far has been Coach Class. Obviously he's been here for a while running the football program, but he's been a great guy to throw some ideas off of and everything. So I'm just really excited about working with this group here at Macon.
What's going to be your main focus once you are able to start some workouts, start practice? What's your main focus right off the bat from day one?
Well, just getting back to the fundamentals. We got to get in shape. Obviously, we don't have a lot of size at the varsity level, so we're going to have to rely on our speed. We're going to play a little different than they have in the past. I think we're going to play to our strengths. That's the key for us, is playing to our strengths. And to do that, we've got to be in shape and no one enjoys getting in the gym and running a lot, but key fundamentals, getting in shape, and just reassuring these guys that they can bring a lot to the table for us, and putting them in a position to have success.
What really sold you kind of on this job as a whole? Because like you said, it's been kind of a while here in the public school system. There is a learning curve. What really sold you on the job here at Macon?
Well, I've been familiar with Macon, driving through it, going to Kirksville at my time at Truman State. I just grew up right down the road south of here, and I've always thought of Macon as just a blue-collar area. Hard-working kids, and so far that's exactly what I've seen, is kids that have good manners. Appreciate what you're doing, and I think that says a lot about our community and the types of people that are raising these kids.